Hey YouTube, it is Saturday, May 17th, and I am 4 weeks in to Philly Bowden's free 5K training plan. And that means we're also 4 weeks out from Suds and Souls 5K. That means it's time for a time trial. So the goal today is a 15-minute warm-up, 5K effort, and then a 15-minute cool down. I've got my watch set to pace me at a 7:30 mile. So coming into this, I thought my goal was going to be to try to break 24 minutes. And then I remembered, technically, my PR is 23:43. However, it was a local 5K, and the course was not USATF certified, and I really believe that that course was not a true 5K. My watch came up short, and if there's one thing I've noticed in the few races that I've done, is that my watch tends to overestimate distance. I don't really have a specific goal in mind right now, but I do want to see how I feel trying to hold a 7:30 pace. Tuesday was a tempo run day, and for that, I ran 5K in just under 25 minutes, and I definitely felt like I could have kept going. So I think holding a 7:56 was pretty reasonable for my tempo run. Now the other thing to consider is that it is notably warmer today. In fact, it's just like how it was at Suds and Souls last year. 78 degrees, moderate humidity, pretty typical for a Maryland summer. And when I ran my PR, it was December and 26 degrees. And there's David. The other thing is, that race in December, I hadn't really trained for. Like, yes, I had kept up with my running since the 10K, that was in November, but I hadn't done any 5K specific training. I need to slow down for this warm-up. Of course, talking is getting my heart rate up, but I should be taking it a little bit easier. Always remember to make your easy runs easy. All right, it's almost time for the fun part. Here we go. Oh my God, that was brutal. That was brutal. I think my watch will probably count it as a PR. I think Strava will too. But my time was 24:20. Not gonna lie, I did stop to walk a couple times. Just something about these hills. Couldn't do it today. I think maybe the heat got to me. I think just also doing a hard effort like that alone. There really is something to be said for competing and having crowds cheering you on. So many times my brain was just telling me to stop. I'm also kind of wondering if my plated shoes aren't the most efficient for me. I've done my tempo runs and track workouts in the Evo SLs, and it almost feels like I don't have to work quite as hard in them. The other thing is my core muscles just feel so tight, and that was definitely not doing me any favors. I did have electrolytes a couple hours ago, but I don't know, maybe I should have had more. So even though this run didn't go as well as I'd hoped, I'm not going to call it a failure. Hopefully I see a good amount of improvement in the next 4 weeks. I just got to keep following the plan, keep doing my strength training, work on my mobility, and hope that things run a little bit more smoothly on race day. So in 2 weeks, there's another tempo run on the schedule. And I think once again, I'm going to wear the Evo SLs, but this time I'm going to run the same loop that I ran today and see if I feel any more efficient. Like, I'm genuinely curious. It's not like my Endorphin Pros aren't broken in. I have over 100 miles in them. And these things are pretty durable. Like, I don't think they're past their prime. Or maybe it's just me getting in my own way, and that's something I just need to work through. It's like I said when I ran Cherry Blossom, right in the middle of a race is when my mind tells my body to slow down. All right, I think I've got another 8 minutes of this cool down left. I've got to catch my breath. So until next time, remember to get out there, go run, have fun, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.